Well guys, here's a bit of a video for you. This video is going to be, what do you want to call it video, kind of a, probably going to span multiple parts and go over multiple days. Kind of covering a topic that's been bugging me for the last 7 years. It's been a thorn in my side, if you will, a worry in my life. And stuff like that. Of course, all that is changing as of recent events. So, the item in question that I'm saying is these wonderful, whatever they are, 40-year, 50-year-old trees that are lining my yard here. As you see there, they are a lot bigger in person than what they are going to appear on camera. And a lot more intimidating in person than what they appear on camera too. Of course, I'm not sure if this camera can really zoom in, but you know, you're looking at some of the main trunk, the main branches. You can see dead branches, and you know, bark shedding, stuff like that. Basically, all are signs of the tree is dying or dead or on its way out. Of course, dealing with trees like this are a huge pain, being there are, you know, 35, 40 feet in the air. They need to be dealt with. I know I've covered them before in other little videos, kind of showing what's to what and things like that. But this big guy here, she is about 2.5 foot across. As well as, like I said, they're 35, 40 feet tall. And as you see here, the main trunk right here is, whatever that is, they're 8 to 10 inches away from the gutters. And of course, you know, there's a lot of weight up there, and just dying to come crashing on down. So of course, warning, if you're an environmentalist or kind of one of those tree huggers, then you might want to turn the video off now. Because, well, what I'm about to do is remove these trees. Now, me removing these trees is out of the question. One, I have no idea what I'm doing, so therefore I'm liable to drop a branch on the house or cut my hand off or leg off with a chainsaw. And two, I don't like being more than 2 feet off the ground at once. So, I am gonna hire this out, of course. When you gotta know when you're beat, right? You gotta know when to fold them, kind of a deal. Now, of course, over the years, I've done pruning on these trees, which basically all that does is makes the problem worse. Every time you cut off a branch, it seems to shoot out, you know, 2 or 3 more off the same branch. You just, so really all you're doing is making the problem worse. So, like I said here, this is going to be a complete removal of, you know, these 4 trees. We have 4 roots and 5 trunks that are going to be removed, pretty much complete right down to the ground. The stump ground down, removed as well, pretty much never to return. So, that will allow, of course, me to move on with other projects and get things, the backyard, more in tune with what I would like it to be. What my original vision was 7 years ago when I bought this house. That I never really could fulfill because of the trees being here. So of course, guys, I'm not sure how much I'm going to be able to film, how much photos I'm going to be able to take, because the tree guy, when they get here, is probably going to work while I'm away at work, and I won't be around to film. So what I can do is try and set the camera up in a safe location, try to catch a little bit of video, and kind of take photos whenever I can. So pretty much, guys, sit back, enjoy the video, and you know, we'll try to see if we can count the rings on one of the tree stumps, just to see how really old they really are. So guys, here we go. Well guys, here we are, day 2 of the tree removal. As you see here, the tree guys were here. Obviously they're not here now, and They left a bit of a mess behind, of course. That's understandable somewhat. They had a mechanical breakdown today. Their wood chipper here has a safety switch in it, of course, that won't engage the business end of it here without the safety switch, of course, being released. And so that was giving them trouble. Well, they fought with it virtually all day from would have been about 9 o'clock in the morning to probably 3:30 in the afternoon when I seen them leave. And so pretty much they lost a day here. It wasn't a total loss. They did do some trimming, of course. They did a little more, not a lot, not by much. Got some, as you can tell here, there's some dead stuff, as you can see. You know, the branches, there's some dead, quite a bit of dead up here. You know, you can see it here, that there was some living, but majority of what they've cut so far has been the dead. He's even left his saw all the way up on the roof of the house there. If you can see the orange thing up there, pretty much, you know, pretty much like right there above that vent. But guys, just giving a bit of a check-in for the day here. Of course, day 2 of the tree removal. They are still standing, all 4 of them. They are still up there, but due to a wonderful mechanical issue on the chipper, they lost today. But pretty much, guys, that's it for this check-in, and we'll see you all later. Well, guys, here we are, day 3 of the tree removal process. And, well, in front of us here you see a pile of firewood. Of course, looking at the wood, it must have come from somewhere, and obviously it came from this one great big tree. Now, I can't, of course, get the whole shot in the viewfinder, but as you can see, right about there, we're missing that great big nasty tree that kind of went up and branched out. It's gone. As well as he has pretty much stripped this one, and almost got that one completely stripped. And of course the next one is that one that's gonna go. Again, there's a lot of dead stuff on that one as well. But of course, looking at the wood that came off of that tree, as you can come down here, this is one of the pieces close to the ground, if not the second one from the ground here. You can see the rot right there. That tree there only had a few more years in it before it started to thinking about falling over. Same with you know, this piece here, it's from the same tree. As you can see, she is hollowed out. And this must be another corresponding piece as well. You know, she is she's wet, she's rotten. And, you know, it's just a matter of time when you got that much weight in a windstorm that she starts to, you know, wanna fall down, right? Gravity sucks, you know, it'll get you. But, you know, she's coming along fairly good. Like I said, she is day 3 on the tree removal process here. There wasn't a lot of chips today. You know, it was mainly firewood today. The chip truck is only whatever that is. That might be a couple yards or yard of chips. You know, other than that, the rest of it was all firewood. Of course, with those chips, you know, you let them rot down for a year or so, dry out, and put them in your landscaping, or you know, compost them, whatever you want to do with that. But I'm just trying to decide now what to do with all this firewood. I don't have a fireplace myself, and I don't really feel like storing it and splitting it to burn in my fire pit. So I don't know, maybe I'll shred it up and made it into little toothpicks and sell them on eBay or something. But I guess that's pretty much it for day 3 of the tree removing process. So in day 4, I'm hoping to see this one down, as well as you know, that one there being you know, down itself. So guys, we'll pretty much wait for day 4 and see how she goes. Well guys, here we are. I guess you could call this day 4 of the tree removal. What do you want to call it? Well, as you see there, they've got the big tree out from yesterday. They've got the second tree down today, and they've left the third one standing for now, and they are working on the fourth one. So what we got here is a great big maple tree that's been growing here for many years, and they've cut a bit on it, and you know, there's even on the maple there is deadfall as well. There is some living, but there's a lot of dead. Just to give you a look at the tree from another angle, what I'm wanting them to do is take off this big trunk right here. And now what I'm hoping they're going to do is take the tree right down to the ground, down to the gravel. But there may be an issue between me and my neighbor, so we'll have to cross that when we get there. But of course the firewood pile is growing greatly. It's not 100% sure what to do with it. I have no way of burning it myself yet. Just another look here at the cuttings they have going on here. There's some you know, ones with soft spots in them, as well as some good firewood here, of course. Still that one tree there that's standing for now, but I believe they've just gone on a bit of a break right now, and they will be back to clean up and probably do some more cuttings. But maybe we'll catch some of that when they get back too. Well guys, another little update on day 4 of the tree removal. Of course, as you can see here, the great big maple tree here, they're working on her. Looks like they've took 3 or 4 branches off of it. You know, as well as maybe 1 or 2 down kind of in there somewhere. Of course, they're laying down here right now because they need the driveway to work in, or else they would probably fire up the chipper and you know, run all these through, right, and get them out of the way. Looks like they've doing a pretty decent job, you know. No one, as far as I know, no one's fallen off the shed or out of a tree yet. So it's doing fairly well. You come on over to here, and we got 2 stumps now instead of just 1. The other tree, as you can see, the rope up there, you know, this big guy here is the power line, but that finer one there is a rope that they tie off to. So they're using this tree for now as a tie-off point for them to move the other branches. If you see here, you look way up there, that branch there has even got dead spots on it and a bare spot from where a branch at one time has fallen off of it. So yeah, they're you know, I know I've probably said this before, I'm not a tree hugger, but at the same time, it's going to be kind of different to see them go. Well guys, the cutters are just taking a break. I'm sure they'll be back in a little bit to clean up their equipment at least, or continue for another hour or so. But we'll see how she goes, and we'll probably see y'all later. Well guys, here we are, the end of day 4. Or 4.5, whatever you want to call her. The tree guys have pretty much shut her down for the day. You see the gigantic pile of lumber we got here. Well, it's about a 6 foot wide by pretty close to being 5 foot tall pile of lumber. You know, she's 4 rows deep, and there's a lot of wood there. You know, you can tell by you know, some of the dead stuff in there, some of the dry stuff. There was some rotten stuff in there, and yeah, there was the trees had some issues. But pretty much they have another pile starting to go here because that one there was just getting too big. They got a bunch of brush cuttings that they're probably going to be running through the chipper tomorrow. The big tree here is you know, kind of right along the fence line there, and he's debating what to do with that one. Of course, I would like it out of there because once she's gone, she's gone. There's no more headache, no more nothing. But there is a strong risk of it, of the neighbor's rotting fence falling over when we remove the pretty much the only thing that's holding it up. But that's pretty much something we're gonna have to cross when we get there. You know, there is a fence project in the future, however it's not planned for this side of the yard. But as you see there, that one there, all the branches are gone. That great big nasty branch that went all the way over here is gone. You know, all the other ones are gone. It's just a matter now of cutting it down. And pretty much there's going to be a good pile of wood still to come. Another probably half-ton load. Then all this brush stuff, they'll run through the chipper, which blows in the back of the truck here. You know, I was looking at some of this wood, thinking a guy could make something out of it, like if he would have cut it the right way, he could have made like end tables or coffee tables, but a lot of it is split already. It's rotten on the inside and not good wood. It's good wood, but good for burning. But you come over here, guys, and you see the stump number 2. She is got to be a good 18 to 20 inches across. So that was a pretty decent sized tree at the base. And of course, you know, you've seen the photos of the you know, the trees and all that and how big they were. Same with this guy here. He's going to be probably another 20 inches at the base, and you know, she is pretty much ready to come down. Just a matter of a few cuts and she'll go. But you know, guys, she's coming along fairly well. When you gotta know when you are outgunned or whatever, and you have to call in the professionals, because you know, when you know you can't handle something, there's no point in pushing it yourself, right? Because it'll cause problems. But I guess that pretty much concludes day 4 of the tree removal. Of course, like I said, they're all cleaned up and gone home for the day and all that. Now to find creative uses and creative places to stick all this wood. So let's get at her and see what happens tomorrow. Well guys, here we are, day 5 of the tree removal. Just giving you a bit of a look at the maple over there. She's been pruned a bit. Of course, that was the other day. Today they were here and did a little bit of stump grinding. Basically, that's where it's kind of like what it sounds like, where they actually grind down and remove the stump. Now, of course, he's ground down the big guy here, which was sitting right there. And then he's ground down the middle one here, which was right about in there. And looks like he's starting on this one here, but it's still attached to a tree. Now, I think what he's going to try to do is grind it down to the point where the tree starts to give way. And then he's going to lower the whole tree in one piece, and, well, the trunk anyway in one piece. And then cut her on up. But this machine's quite a nasty machine, you know. It's been shooting wood chips probably a good 20 feet away. It's the kind of machine you want to use eye protection with when operating. But this is the tree here. Not sure how close to get to it, because I don't want it to, like, you know, fall over on me, but at the same time I want to get a bit of a shot. But basically the maple there is ready to come down, and this one here, it's on its way out as well. They're taking a bit of a break right now for lunch, of course, and hopefully the next couple of days all of this is done, and then I can start doing the you know, the big cleanup, get things squared away, and you know, kind of hopefully get the grass growing and all that good stuff. So we'll see how she goes and see y'all later. Well guys, here we are, day 5 of the tree removal. Just going to give you a bit of a check-in, look through. Pretty much, here we got a gap now between my yard and the neighbor's yard. The fence is cut open. Obviously, they're in the process of removing what's left of this one tree. By the look of the things, they're going to make a cut and try to get it to fall pretty much angle ways in the driveway here. You can see where the fence and the tree were starting to commingle, if you will, starting to become one. They, you know, probably bound to be a nail or two in that, especially around the fence level. But yeah, she's a pretty good sized tree, you know, stood here for many years. But if it's like the other ones I've cut down, it'll be soft at the base, or you know, or starting to get to the end of its life expectancy. But just to give you a bit of a look at the tree in general, that's pretty much what they're left with. And I think what they're going to try to do is follow the tree pretty much probably a little bit over from the eave of the shed, probably somewhere in here if they can, and you know, that'll pretty much end that. Then they pretty much just got to grind that one stump and cut up the wood, and they're good to go. I told them that I would repair the fence, of course. Saves them time, saves you know, me having to deal with my neighbor complaining, and plus, you know, it's just the right thing to do, right? You cut the fence, you gotta replace it as much as it's an old fence. It's still the right thing to do. But yeah, it's kind of weird, you know, you've seen something standing there for so long, and when you look and see them gone, it's kind of a shock, you know. He's got all 3 of the stumps ground now down, and this is where the other one was before. It's ground out of there. It sure opens up up the yard, if you will. You know, if I would have waited a year or two to build the shed, I could have built it back, you know, a couple of feet more and had a little more of my yard space. But hey, you know, that's kind of the way it is. But guys, like I said, the cutters are just taking a break right now. Looks like they got a bit more chipping to do, as well as a little bit of tree falling, a little bit of cutting. And yeah, they'll probably be out of here by the end of today, or possibly, you know, tomorrow, right? But pretty much that's it for right now, and we'll do a check-in later. Well guys, here we are, day 5. Just another little update or check-in for you. Well, as you can pretty much see here, sighting down the line here, you see the trees are completely gone. Of course, there still is a pile of firewood to figure out where to hide, as well as, of course, cleanup. The cleanup, of course, is going to be probably, you know, interesting, because there is wood chips and tree branch, you know, and all that. Over in the corner over here, I got to do some digging and patching on the rock and gravel and all that, as well as we had to cut a hole in my neighbor's fence to get the tree out of. So I have to, of course, do the right thing there and repatch that back in. You know, I probably, it's not right to leave it open. Probably wouldn't want it open either. And wouldn't take much anyway to throw a couple of 2x4s across there and get her sort of glued back to kind of clobber together. So, but you know, it's been 5 days now, probably one more good day here of cleanup, and she'll pretty much be done. Then a little bit of what do you want to call her, landscaping and all that, and you know, that'd pretty much be her. But you know, there's enough wood here that it would probably take me 2 years to burn it in my fire pit. So yeah, we'll probably end up just stacking her back against the fence there, and kind of going from there. Maybe have a few fires this summer and use it all up, or maybe I'll find another use for it altogether. But it sure changes the view of the yard, or the layout of the yard. You know, as you see here now, they're all gone. They're gone. They've stood here for many a year, and pretty much in a period of a few days they have been removed. But yeah, I just thought I'd give a bit of an update on the end of day 5 here, just to kind of show what's the what, and kind of what's the goings on and all that good stuff. So we'll see how she goes, and see you on day 6. Well guys, here we are, day 6 of the tree removal. Well, I guess you could call this the final day of the tree removal. As you see, the first 3 stumps and trees are gone. The pile of wood is now hauled away. And, you know, the yard hasn't been given a full rake yet, but she is getting there. The 4th tree, the maple tree, is pretty much... the 4th tree, the maple tree, has been ground down and it is gone. The wood is pretty much hauled away. There is a few pieces still left here, but, you know, that's no biggie. By far, I can deal with that. The hole in the fence I still have to patch, which is probably going to be an upcoming project. Just have to figure out how I can join a fence here that's 6 inches lower than a section up here. Probably just going to end up having to, like, you know, kind of clobber something in there so it sort of half lines up, if you will. But I guess that's kind of expected when you build a fence, you know, around a tree, or try to build a fence through a tree. You know, the root or whatever must have pushed up that post, which effectively raised the fence by 6 inches or whatever. But like I said, pretty much all cleaned up here, all good to go. Just a matter of giving the ground a final rake and getting things going there. The clippings or chips or whatever you want to call them need to be picked up. Get them off the gravel, of course. I've got my leaf blower that can handle majority of that. But I guess, guys, I'm not sure how much footage I got or how its video is going to turn out, but I guess we'll see on the editing floor how she's going to turn out, because, well, I wasn't here to shoot a lot of video, and I wasn't around to take a lot of pictures as the process was happening. But time will tell on that, and hopefully she all works out well. But I guess this has been the trees that have been here forever are gone now video. So yeah, as always, thanks for watching Maxwell's World. Comment, subscribe, and enjoy.